Oh my gosh. We're struggling. I'm struggling.
Get it together.
I thought I was recording and I wasn't, which is probably fine because we were laughing for no reason. Anyways, here's my artist friend, Shakayla, that I've mentioned many times how I want her to come on here because she's really good at art, and she inspired me to get back into art. This is the infamous notebook. Oh, I need to speak quieter. I have a hard time speaking.
Straight to jail.
Let me focus it. Okay. My nose is so red. So the joy of the Lord is among us. Okay. So she's the friend I've talked about who hosted an art picnic. And she went to the nth degree in setting it up and provided us these notebooks and all these stickers.
All the stickers.
Iceland stickers because she loves Iceland.
Yes.
And this is actually, I feel like a big part of what inspired my channels because it got me back into drawing. And I ended up drawing the turtle, which became my YouTube channel icon picture. And yeah, because I feel like I got in a weird phase of drawing's a waste of time. I don't need to do that.
I remember that. And I'm like, drawing's never a waste of time. You're good.
And then when I actually started drawing again, I was like, this is actually really therapeutic.
She actually drew way more than I drew at the picnic.
It just kept coming out of me.
Yeah.
It didn't stop until I made the turtle and then it stopped. It was
wow.
It was like my brain knew it needed to draw a turtle in order to make a channel called Turtle.
Wow, look at God.
But yeah, the love of art and then the love of ASMR and art is what inspired my channel. So today mine's so mucusy.
Need some water?
Maybe. Anyways, I thought it'd be fun to do a Galentine's watercolor together with her. Is this technically watercolor?
It is watercolor.
Okay.
So, translucent watercolor.
Okay. She really quick, on the spot, drew this adorable teddy bear. And we're gonna draw the teddy bear and paint and hang out. So join us, and if you want,
talk about nonsense and probably laugh for another 15 minutes.
Show what we're doing.
Okay.
Ish, kind of.
Do you, should I move stuff over? Yeah, probably. You know what? I'm gonna move my palette over.
I could. Do you need me to move something?
Because you want your stuff to show
right.
too, because...
Maybe I could put this at the top of mine.
You know what I would do? Oh, that's smart. Maybe pick out, are you gonna stick with using these brushes? I mean, you can still rinse them if you want. I could use the brushes, I don't mind. So just a fun fact, so this is kind of like a mop brush here. So this
it does look like a mop.
Yeah. So you get to essentially it holds a lot of water like a mop. And you get to put a lot of color. I wouldn't say for what we're doing that this brush is good, but more than likely maybe something this size is good for you. But you just try it out. I have plenty of brushes here. I even have little Japanese ink brushes that I got from a store in New York City called Kinokuniya.
This is squirrel hair.
I don't feel like squirrel hair, but I guess it is.
These are fancy.
This is good for details. So if you want to fill in the eyes, so on and so forth.
I'm just using these brushes I found from my mother-in-law's stash.
They will look really nice. I think I might just stick with this
so fancy.
angled brush.
Okay.
So fun fact, some of these brushes I inherited from a friend of a friend from my first church that I went to.
Oh.
But he had ALS, so he couldn't use, he was a watercolorist too, and he couldn't use
ALS.
It's Lou Gehrig's disease.
Oh.
So it's basically essentially like his muscles, just like the nerves in his brain basically stop firing for certain muscles. I could be completely like wrong about the semantics of it, but essentially it's just like his body just stopped working.
Oof.
And what tends to kind of end things a lot of time is that when basically the functions of what keeps you alive, the heart, the lungs, stop breathing and stuff. So he gave these to me, and I kind of like think about him all the time whenever I use his, because it was really kind of him to do that, and he was a fabulous watercolorist. So I do this in his memory, I would say.
It reminds me of the mops on the what's it called? Anastasia.
Oh, Anastasia.
Mickey Mouse. No. What was it? The Mickey Mouse movie with like the magical things happening. I think it's called Fantasia.
Fantasia is a singer, so I don't know.
I don't know. Wait, am I doing this right?
Put it all the way in. Is it all the way in?
I thought.
Yeah, and just like you can just like hold it.
Oh. Oh, I didn't know. I thought I was not
Nope, not at all.
Oh, fancy.
Oh, sorry.
That could stab somebody.
I feel like. I feel like it should be a lot sharper than this, though. I guess this is sharper.
That's really sharp. It's fine.
It's sharp to you?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
this is the bear word. I think I already showed it, but yeah.
Alright, so I guess how would I?
Oh, I could prop it up somewhere.
Yeah, I was
okay, yeah.
thinking like maybe right here.
So you said he's got like a candy corn body?
Yeah, so you want to start with like the biggest part is his candy corn body. So it's essentially like an egg. So you want to just essentially draw like a slight outline of his candy corn egg. Right. And then next, after you draw the egg, you want to draw
The head?
yeah, not as big as the candy corn, but maybe like a third of it.
My head's looking like...
Let me see.
I don't know.
Draw it something like this, where it's more like on the body, like, you know, you see how the top of the candy corn is, like, draw
his head's like
yeah. I mean, you could always fix it, but
like, yeah, I feel like my body is not as good as yours.
it's fine. Because you can always modify it. It's never so if you ever wanted it to be like a little bit shorter, you can make it shorter. Like, the reason why we start out with the basic shapes in art is just to kind of get a mapping of where everything is gonna go, but also you're not going in with details too fast to where you can't turn around and modify those shapes or change it.
That makes sense.
Right. So the candy corn and the oval that's right on top of the candy corn. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. And then kind of what I did earlier when I drew that one is that I drew kind of like a line in the middle, kind of like to map out where I was gonna put its features, and
it's like a little bit off center.
yes, because he's kind of like turned to the side. Perfect. That's cute. And remember, it doesn't necessarily have to look exactly like that. You want to make it your own, you know? Alright. And so the next shape that I started with, so we're going to move on to the limbs. I remember for the arms, they kind of look like
a cheese doodle.
A cheese doodle. So they're essentially cylinders when you think about it, but they're bent in a way that makes it look like a cheese doodle. I mean, cheese doodles are cylinders.
I did a cheese doodle.
And then where did I draw the heart? Okay, so I drew the heart. How can I explain it?
It's like coming into the cheek a little bit.
It's coming into the cheek a bit.
Up the arm a little bit. And if you're following along, you can customize the heart to like put a message on it or something if you want.
I'm going to make my cheese doodle, kind of modify it to where it's looking like he's hugging it just a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to kind of modify the egg shape of his body to okay. And then when you feel confident in what you have so far, you can kind of erase a lot of the overlapping lines. So I'm erasing the line of the top of the egg shape that overlaps with the circle of the head, and I'm erasing some of the heart so that it looks like it's behind the first cheese doodle arm. Cute. Oh, you did good.
Thanks.
And then since you've already done the feet, I don't have to even explain it.
Unless you wanted to for the viewers.
Okay, yes, that's true. I forgot.
They're not seeing what I'm seeing.
That's true. So next I'm drawing the legs. So they're also a very simple cylinder shape. If you want to think about it as a cheese doodle, it is a cheese doodle.
Yes.
So I don't know if you can see what I have. Oh gosh. Can oh they can.
Yes.
Right. And then for the next leg, so first I am going to draw a bigger oval because it is coming more out. It's facing more towards the looker, so it's going to be in a bit, like the leg itself is going to be in a bit more perspective than the other leg is. I mean, everything is in perspective for the most part. So I'm drawing a circle for the bottom of the foot, and then I'm drawing pretty much like it almost looks like an elongated bell, if you will, for the leg. So as you see, in comparison to this leg, the bottom of the foot is facing towards us, but then the leg goes back into perspective. So try to mimic that. It's always best to start with a simple shape, so just start with the cylinder shape. But I started with drawing the bottom of the foot first and then tracing it back to the body and then coming down. And you can modify the bear any way you want. I like to get creative and, you know, make them different, you know, than the tutorial. So, you know, if the tutorial has a simple bear, sometimes I like to add a hat, or, you know, if your bear is a cute little girl, you can add some pigtails on your bear. Whatever you want to do with your bear, you can do it. Doesn't have to be like the tutorial to the T. But if you want it to be like the tutorial, then that's fine too. Whatever floats your boat. Alright, so just gonna connect some things a bit. Make it look a bit more natural. Yours look good. You added the toe beans.
Yes.
You missing one?
One? Wait. No, I know, but then I saw on yours it had 3. I didn't know if it was because that one's like further away, so there's less toe beans.
Oh, I guess I was missing
was that
one.
not intentional?
Oh.
I'll put
Oops.
the one in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can if you want it. Maybe I should have drew a 4th one. Okay. Yours look good. I like it. It's cute.
I feel like my ears need to not be looking like tiny mouse ears. I don't know.
Oh.
Like I think the ears are more like C's rather than just circles.
I mean, if you want, so you can start with like a circle for the ears, you can actually make circles, and just remember to just erase the overlapping lines. And it makes it a little bit easier and less daunting to just like try to get a perfect C or semicircle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, I never did that. I never tried the whole shapes method.
Yeah, it makes your life a lot easier when you focus on the simple shapes first. Okay, and so for the ears, like I was just telling Turtley,
oh yeah, you remember my... Yeah, I don't say my name. It's like Turtle. Oh yeah. Thanks, dude.
You're welcome. So you can draw full circles for the ears like that and just erase this line, because technically it's just going to be attached to the head like that. Just to make it easier if you have trouble with getting perfect semicircles, if that makes sense. So making the ears. And I kind of like gave the bear some, like a cheek, you know? So instead of it being like a fully rounded head, I like made a curve to make a face. Now this is totally up to you to do what you want.
I like that.
Yeah. So where this line is here. And next, after you finalize the ears, and optional if you want to make the cheeks for the bear, we can move on to the snout. Now, the snout, we're going to draw another simple shape, just an oval shape. Like that. And then sort of on your left side, I'm drawing kind of like a rounded triangle for the nose. Let me see. Just to give it more 3D. And then make this bigger oval shape, a little bit bigger just for the mouth.
I can't believe you drew this on the spot. I always have to have something that I'm looking at to draw it, but you just were like, oh, here's a tip. I'm just gonna whip it out out of my memory. What?
So I'm drawing 2 lines.
Mine looks like I need to put this out lower because it just looks like too much chin. I don't know.
Oh, or just make the make this one bigger.
Okay.
Make it bigger. Okay, so I drew those 2 lines for the mouth, and I made her or him smile. So I have the cheeks smiling.
I kind of like how you have like a little line on the other one.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to, like for the bottom, you could kind of like do it like this so that it looks like...
it looks like an actual.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay. And so the next part is up to you. So we're going to move with the eyes. So kind of like in the original piece, you can make him or her with the eyes closed as if she's hugging the heart really, really tight and happy. You can make the eyes open. I think for this, I'm still probably gonna make the eyes closed because I think it was cuter.
Yeah.
So I'm adding 1 line sort of at the top where I made this first line for the face. This, I guess you can call it the brow line. I will make the eyebrows. So you can do this any way you like. Because like, so when something is like turning away from you,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be longer than this side.
Okay. You're right. No, that makes sense. Comment down below if you want her to to start her own channel where she teaches me to draw. I'm just saying, she could be the next Bob Ross. Comment below Bob Ross if you agree.
I try. Alright, and then for the eyes, it's gonna draw another set of sort of like arcs, but these are going to be a lot thicker than the eyebrows. And then for the little blushies on the cheeks, you can just add like 2 elongated ovals if you want. I thought it was a cute addition to it.
That's cute.
And then of course erase the overlapping lines where it makes sense
Oh,
to
yours
erase.
looks like it has real emotion.
It looks like it has a real emotion too.
Oh. Okay, maybe.
Yours is cute. Yours is cute. It almost like, it looks just like Winnie the Pooh.
Yes! Oh my gosh, I love Winnie the Pooh. Wait, I should put a red shirt on him so then he's like Winnie the Pooh.
I mean, you can. Definitely. You're a bear. You're Galentine's bear. Alright, and so I'm erasing a lot of like the guiding lines. I should have brought the kneaded eraser because this will help with erasing some of the lines to make it just look a little bit more natural. I'm also erasing the line for the bottom of the circle that we first drew for the face. And then kind of put something like this to indicate the neck. So I erased the bottom of the circle and then I just put like a little arch here to suggest a neck to just make it look a little bit more natural and cute. And so I'm just darkening what it is, the lines that I want to keep, and erasing the lines that I don't want to keep before we move on to the painting.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is Shannon's sister, which you may have seen her in a video of her doing my makeup. There's a video of her doing like bridal type makeup on me and then Halloween makeup. If you're interested in that, I can link those below. And she has a channel called Shannon Ashanti.
Okay, and then this next part might be optional, but I drew little claws on the bear because like what's a bear without claws?
Yeah.
So
Just a little cute
just
claws.
little like little triangles for nails. I drew about 4 of them. So like that. So that's completely optional. You can do that or you can forego it, whichever you feel. I'm doing the same for the feet. Okay, and then I'm erasing some of the sketch lines. look. And then for the ovals for the bottom of the feet, we decided to draw some toe beans.
Toe beans.
Because who doesn't like toe beans? Where the name teddy bear came from, right?
Teddy Roosevelt?
Yes.
Something about...
He is a wildlife, very big on conservation. And that's, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's why we have national parks.
Oh. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, like, they started making stuffed bears because of it?
Yeah, more than likely, and started calling them teddy bears.
That makes sense.
And then, I guess, whether it got, whether it was connected with Teddy Roosevelt or not, I think the name just stuck.
Yeah.
Because a teddy bear isn't a species of bear, even if you really wanted them to be. Okay. Okay. And if you want to be fancy, you can kind of like suggest fur by drawing lines from the outline. Just like these. I don't know how to explain them. Kind of like these hatching lines. I don't know if you can really see them like that. Really just, you know, make the bear your own. Have fun with it. Let loose. Don't feel as if everything needs to be perfect, because there's no such thing as perfect art. Everything is pretty much subjective. Okay, so there goes my bear. Cute! That's so cute! That's cute! That's so cute! Aww! It's such a happy Winnie the Pooh. That is so cute. Alright, so you ready to paint?
Yeah.
Okay, so for this, we are using watercolor, so I have the Holbein, however you pronounce it. Let me see what it says in Japanese. They pronounce it Holbein, so I have a Holbein watercolor. So I have here cadmium red deep, permanent yellow light, and we're going to use ultramarine, even though no, I think I put ultramarine in there. The reason why I'm using these is just these are the simple red, blue, yellow primary colors. Not, I guess if you want to be technical, they're not exactly the primary, but they're supposed to represent the primary. And from the primary, you can essentially mix any colors that you want to mix. And along with that, we have a white. So this is Chinese white. Is this upside down? What? Oh, Chinese white. Oh, it's backwards. And then this is opera. So this is to, you know, make more of a pink. But you could kind of do that if you just mix the red and the white and add just a teeny bit of blue. And then I have Payne's Gray here to act as a darkening agent because I have no idea what I did with my black. So with watercolor, the fun thing is a lot of like serious artists say to not use white, you know, because the white of the paper works, and with watercolor you can layer, so the more water you add to the pigment, the lighter it is. So typically you want to work from light to dark when you have watercolor, and you want to work with very light washes, wait till it dries, and then continue to layer it. That's how you avoid mistakes or making your colors look muddy. Another thing too, and the reason why I pick such a limited palette, is it keeps everything within the same color family. So if you're using like every color under the sun that you got in, you know, your watercolor kit, it tends to not look harmonious. So it's good to pretty much stick with a red or a yellow and a blue, maybe a white and a black, or a darkening agent. So yeah. Oh, that's cute. I'm gonna be boring and not add any words.
That's okay. I just randomly was like, oh, if he's Winnie the Pooh, he's gotta have something honey related.
Oh, you should draw like a pot of honey on the side.
Oh.
So with the jar of honey, right? You think about the shape of a jar. It's typically a cylinder, but how you kind of get to a cylinder, you can draw like a square first, and then
I don't know if I have room.
I don't think you have room.
I drew
Unless
a
you drew
little
him in
tiny
the
one
back.
on the side, right
Okay.
there. It's supposed
I mean, listen, that works. You could also kind of suggest it in the back too, but I'm not gonna add any more to your plate. Just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. And I wish I had a kneaded eraser because it'll erase a lot of the darker lines.
I used to have one. I don't know anymore.
I know. So here you want to kind of like start with a comfortably large brush.
Okay.
I think I'll give you this one. So start with this one first. So we're going to color in the color of the bear.
Okay. I'm probably gonna do yellow actually, since it's Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yeah, true. So
But you can.
I think you're fine with just doing the yellow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine with just doing the yellow. So yeah, this part here is pretty much up to you. Whatever you want to do, you can make a pink bear, a rainbow bear, a purple bear, a green bear, a radioactive bear. Any type of bear is fine.
I like your bear color though that you made.
I mean, I can still
Whatever you want.
do that.
I just feel like I want to watch you first because I feel scared. I
You
feel
scared?
intimidated.
I completely get it, because watercolor is that kind of like medium that makes you feel intimidated.
Winnie the Pooh has a tiny shoulder, I realize. I didn't think about like that, like erasing the arms, so it's like.
I mean, you can still if you want to. Oh, fun fact. So if you kind of want to make like the sleeve of the arm.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, that's fine. So all you have to do then is just like draw it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So even if you want to just like, yeah, so that's fine. And then just like erase this part. And then you have an arm. So, well, actually, I think yours is fine. So you know how like a shape is 3D, right?
Mm-hmm.
So depending on where the arm is going, so I'm thinking you can make the sleeve rounder to fit the arm to kind of give it more of a 3D look.
Maybe we can have it that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go. That even better.
Yay!
Look at you being an artist, as you are.
Well, you're teaching me.
Trying. Let me see. Okay. So there's a couple of techniques when it comes to coloring watercolor. One of them, some people actually like will paint with the water first where they want the pigment to go, and start to paint with the pigment. So kind of like, say for instance, if I'm working on the leg, I'll just pick the leg. And see how I'm painting with the water first, just to wet in that area. And then I'll take the brown that I had mixed. I'll just make sure that it's a really, really light wash. I might want to go deeper or darker. And then I'll just start to paint it. And it starts to kind of like spread on its own. So how you make brown is essentially it's made by mixing red and green. Because we don't have any green in the palette, or I don't have any green in the palette, what you can do is make green by mixing yellow and blue. And then once you make that green, then you add red to it, and that's how you come up with a brown.
I'm making a bright yellow.
Super bright. I mean, what you can do is just dilute it, or if you want, you want to do more. The more water you have, the better. And if you ever need to dilute something, what you can do is wet it, and then take paper towel and just dab it. To pick up some of the excess.
I'm kind of just spreading it to the other leg.
There you go. Okay, so I'm just painting this leg here. And then because I'm kind of feeling fancy, I just want to add some shadow. So I had pre-mixed the ultramarine red and the cadmium just to see what kind of purple it made, because the thing is with colors, especially when it comes to paints, you have warm and you have cool. So just because you have a red doesn't necessarily mean that if you were to mix it with a blue that it's automatically going to make purple, because there's a cool red, like you have carmine. Carmine is a cool red pigment that has more of a purplish blue hue. So, you know, that would make a good purple if it was paired with a cooler blue. And you have warmer reds like vermilion and cadmium red that have a lot more yellow to it. So if you were to mix it with a cooler blue, then it would make either a more muddy purple or just like a brown. So it just depends. Okay, so I finished one. That's so cute. I love the lemon. Nice, so cute.
He is like lemon colored.
And it's always a good thing to kind of mix a lot of your paint, especially if you're using like that one color to color a certain area or thing. Like I didn't mix enough of the brown for this bear, so I have to essentially try to see if I can get the same mixture. Yeah. So I'm taking my ultramarine blue. I'm taking my permanent yellow to make the green again.
This is actually so much fun.
I'm glad you're having fun. And then I'm taking my cadmium red. And that, like, what kind of brown is that? See, this is why you should make sure you have enough that you've mixed, because I have to like join the struggle bus of trying to figure out what ratio did I mix these colors to get what I had before. More yellow maybe?
Oh, if you want to just
No, well,
okay.
Yeah, it's only because I'm not right. I mean, I'm not left-handed,
oh, okay.
so it'll just be a lot harder to kind of like reach over.
No, yeah. Okay.
Okay, this is close enough. So, just take some water. And this is a lot more red, so I think it might have had a little bit more yellow added to it. Oh, that's so cute. So if you wanted to like add shadow to him, a good way to kind of do it is you can try to use like a purple, because yellow and purple are complementary.
Okay.
So you can mix the red with the ultramarine and just make sure, well, do it when this dries. Just make sure that, you know, you're not using like too much pigment, because then it'll like look too harsh. But yeah. Make some room for his little belly.
I feel like this is more fun than like regular painting, because you can like kind of shade kind of better, or blend. I don't know. Easier.
Like regular painting? Like what
Yeah,
type
regular, just without the water.
Oh.
Like one time I did, Rebecca had a birthday thing where we all went to, what's it called? painting with a
Oh, painting with a twist?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was fun, but I was like, dang, you really have to like...
They didn't use any water?
No.
Water is imperative. I'm pretty sure that they used acrylic though, right? Like you need water to dilute acrylic.
Or maybe I just wasn't listening very well.
Okay, so just still coloring in the fur of the bear, however, whatever colors you choose. There's more artistic ways to go about it, like layering the colors on top of one another to kind of create that effect and create a more interesting...
Yeah, I like how yours is coming out.
Thank you. I had bought these new kind of like acrylic, it's called acrylic markers, from Ohuhu, and I know. They're like a legit brand, like everybody on YouTube talks about them.
I had just gotten some, wait, I'm gonna grab what brand I have. Well, these are, I don't know.
Oh, cute. Oh, you do have some acrylic paint, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The same, kind of same, yeah.
And then this kind of sounds like the brand you're saying, but it's alcohol.
Or.
I don't know. It's
probably totally so those are alcohol markers?
Yeah.
Nice.
Which, like, bleed like crazy through paper if you don't have the proper paper.
Yeah, so next time we do a little art tutorial thing, I will bring over I'll give you a paper tutorial. How about that? Because I got a list of art supplies in my room that are like thirsty to be used right now. And one of them is a type of marker paper. Like you can use like designated marker paper for alcohol markers. Or I always like stuck with using like Bristol paper, like smooth Bristol. Like the smoother the paper, the better. But you also want like a thicker like cardstock type paper for
the alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so it won't like bleed. Like it's like it got shot or something. Sorry. Yeah, just so it won't bleed too much. And also the type of alcohol markers, like I use the Copic brand. I've been collecting those markers since I was 14 years old. That was actually like one of the first mediums that I started using. I mean, aside from like color pencils and stuff, like the first professional medium was alcohol markers.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And everybody and their grandma is like using the acrylic markers now, so I wanted to give it a try. Definitely a learning curve, because it's like they're super opaque. So like if you want to do something like super duper like simple, and just do it with like kind of like a cell shading kind of style with like layers, like acrylic markers is great for that. But I like to do more of like the painterly style stuff. So there's a lot of color theory involved with just knowing the right colors to mix to not make the portrait look like they came from the Orion constellation,
I just bought them because they look really fun to like color things in with.
I think,
I was coloring in because I started making like paper squishy things.
Ooh.
And I was like trying to find markers that would just like seamlessly color in. But
yeah.
I didn't get too artsy with it.
Oh no. Was it you're talking about the acrylic markers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just so like smooth. Like they don't they're good about just like seamlessly coloring things in without a bunch of stripes.
Yes, exactly. And it's like too, I think you can color on glass with those, and like there's a lot you can do with those markers. Alright, so
I got myself some Pepto-Bismol pink over here.
Oh, I mean,
what?
Are you having what color are the letters?
I was gonna probably do black for the letters.
Oh, you could just color the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
Yes, you're wondering correctly.
Thanks. If you've got nausea, heartburn, indigestion. Now that like commercials stuck in my head.
Probably dilute with more water. It
Okay.
just made it's like, oh yeah, because I forgot the white makes everything opaque. Just so it could be like a lot more translucent, so where you can actually like see the letters when you.
Oh yeah, no, that would be helpful.
Yeah, so me being the slowest painter in the world, I'm still painting my bear. That's fine.
Oh, well, I'm being like not as tedious, and I'm obviously yours is turning out really good. I'm just like mine's looking like a child colored in it.
Leave yourself alone.
I'm just too eager to color in.
I know you are. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. Should I erase that part? Oh crap. I'm gonna show this to one of my friends who we would do these kind of like watercolor tutorials during like holidays like Valentine's Day. Yes. Like she will pull up something on like YouTube and we'll do it together.
Oh, I love that.
And they'll always be gloating over how all professional minds look. I'm like, can y'all stop, please? Y'all look nice too. Yeah, it was always like good time. It's just so relaxing because like you're really not thinking about the terrors of this life. You're not thinking about anything. You're just thinking about getting some pigment on some paper and making something cute. And that's what I love about art.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, I'm bringing the art picnic back in March.
Yes.
So
Brian's gonna be stoked too.
yes, I was telling him about it. So I spoke with my friends in the creative community that I have, and we're gonna do it through that, but it's pretty much gonna be like the same thing, just advertised to a bigger group of people. I mean, it's probably gonna be about the same amount of people that come, but.
I messed up this
Yes,
face.
I mean, oh wait, you did, huh? Oh snap! Get. What's going on? Yes. There you go.
I don't know why. I was trying to like mix colors to make his nose brown, but
Oh, mix colors in the palette.
I know. I was just, I don't know.
And are you wiping your brush, like, to get any type of excess?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
Mm-hmm.
It's cute, though. I still like how yours is coming out. This is really cute. Of course.
So, picnic in March.
Yes, more than likely, I'm planning it to be the third weekend in March because I still have to plan it around like my schedule for being at church and you know, doing other things with my life too.
You know, I'm not even sure if Winnie the Pooh's nose is actually brown, but I went for it.
Listen, you're making this, it's gonna be a Turtley, the Pooh bear. How about that? Yeah, make it your own. Have fun with it. I think sometimes when we put a bunch of rules on how we create art, and I'm like the number one person that's guilty of this, it could definitely lessen the fun we have towards creating, you know? I just want to give the bear some texture.
Oh, your bear looks so soft. Like, I want to pet him.
Oh. I like watercolor too, with some of like the more subtle textures that it gives, and the fact that you can just like layer on the colors too. I think I made it a little bit too red, but whatever. Just add a bit of yellow. Well, maybe I can make a YouTube and do this. This is actually fun.
Do it. Literally. And you would have even better quality with your fancy camera.
My fancy smanchy camera, yeah. Especially the Nikon Z6, because it's really good with video. I like that video that you technically took.
Which one? Oh,
yeah, yeah.
In the car.
That was a great time. Definitely road trip vibes.
Yes. But yeah, if at some point she does do a YouTube video, I'll link that in the description.
Yeah, at some point, someday, sometime. Get enough likes on this video, I'll quit my job and do it. I'm looking for every excuse in the book to do so. I taste like chocolate milk.
Oh, is that bad?
No, it tastes good.
Oh, okay.
So the ice all melted.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were one of those, like, that's despicable. My coffee needs to taste like
coffee. Well, you're not really gonna get much of a coffee taste from Starbucks, so I'll just tell you that now.
Oh, right. That was the Dubai chocolate.
Yeah. That was pretty much a treat for me.
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't like tea, but like there's this tea shop that's like right next door to me that I went in for the first time a couple of days ago, and it smells so good in there.
Oh, really?
Yes. One thing about it here is that there's just like a lot of like small shops that are just like from the outside you would never think that they have anything going on.
Yeah.
But they either have like the best food, high quality items that they're selling. Like the teas that I bought were like super fragrant, super high quality, no weird aftertaste, like beautiful stuff. But it's like from the outside looking in, you would have never known that that business had that. So never judge a book by its cover. I think I'm gonna let this dry. Let it dry, let it dry. I feel like I want to add a bit more layers and shadows to it, so I'll let it dry to do that. Actually, I could work on the heart now. So this, I will take the opera color that I had.
I regret my life choices.
Oh, why? Because it's
I went way too much in with the paint. I should have just started very, very light, and then I'm learning that you have to, the lighter the better with color paint.
Yes. With watercolor specifically, yeah. You always want to like layer it. I mean, if you want, you can like color this one.
No, it's okay.
You sure?
I'm committed.
I love that.
I'm gonna improvise.
Copy. I'm gonna add some of the cadmium red just to make it within just a unified color instead, because the opera is like super duper pink. And I added way too much red. I want to go back to Iceland. I was like thinking about it. Girl, I can't quit my job, go to Iceland, and pay off my debt. All at the same. No, I was just like, what is it that I want to do? Like, do I want to quit my job? If I quit my job, I can't go to Iceland.
I guess what matters the most to you? Priorities.
Well, everything matters the most. And that's what makes life so hard.
For me, it'd be... Oh, what?
So I can't choose. What you said for you, it'll be... Quitting your job?
When I was at a job that made me miserable, I was like in survival mode where I was like, I don't even care about like fun. I'm just trying to survive, and so it's just like anything to get me out of that.
Alright, girl.
So yeah, I don't know. But if Iceland's like extreme passion, then I don't know. Whatever it is for you.
Iceland could wait. I think me not staying at my job another year like trumps Iceland pretty much at this point. Could use a bigger I feel like here as I'm painting the heart, yeah, I could use a bigger brush, but then I got lazy. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to like color the feet too. Decisions. What happened with the words? Did it like erase?
Yeah, I just keep laying things on it to try to help, and then it just...
Let it dry.
Okay.
Let it dry. Because I think what you can do to kind of like save the middle. You know what? This is where gouache comes in. I got you. Let it dry. Or. No one said that this had to be totally watercolor. You can use those acrylic markers. Think smarter, not harder.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would say if you want to like color over that, definitely use the acrylic markers because they are very opaque. And they'll definitely color whatever, but just let it dry first.
Toenails.
Oh, the toenails. Imagine you painted Turtley the Pooh's toenails.
Oh, like a purple or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Turtley the Pooh. He's just got such good hygiene. They're very white. Looks like white out.
Okay, so just... And the good thing about if you put on too much color, and it's like, I would say like put down like in a smaller area of what you're painting to see if you have too much pigment. If you do, you can always kind of like spread it out with more water.
Yeah, this is a learning curve for me. That
Watercolor is hard. I always say with watercolor, definitely always start light, super light, and then just layer, layer, layer.
That sound reminds me of when I was little. I'd watch these Beatrix Potter, like Peter Rabbit films, and like the lady in the beginning, she had like the quill pen, and she would like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. On the ink, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yes.
I just don't want to use the acrylic because they're more special to me.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't care as much about these markers.
Got you then. Is this for the heart?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, you don't have to.
Gosh. This is the opaque watercolor. Holbein again. Where the heck is that paint? Because what you can do.
So big.
Oh, I know. This is another brush that I inherited from these brushes here.
Oh.
Actually, no, I'm lying. I bought this brush from Blick.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh, do you need light?
Oh, this is watercolor. I apparently don't know what I have. Because I guess what you can do, you can use the, here it is. Is this it? Yeah, right here in my junk. So, give me your thingy. So, I'll just put it right next to this. So just mix this color with white, you'll get that pink. What I would encourage you to do is just color the whole heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then with
marker, maybe?
Yeah, so put it in the thing first. Oh, you have to mix up the whole thing.
Oh.
I'll give you some more white. I mean, it should make it opaque pretty much. I'm trying to think.
I feel like I would just
smaller brush.
Probably
That's
doing
fine.
marker on top would be the best because trying to like do all the details of paint is way too hard.
Girl, because the
Wait, is that
brush
okay?
you're using. That's why.
Oh.
Well, I know. Oh, for the words.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do whatever you want. But yeah, definitely. So make sure like you're painting as much as you can. When you get to like the edges, move to more of a finer brush so that you can kind of like color around it so that the color won't bleed out.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, do I need water?
Yes.
Wait, but then I feel like I'm just all going in the water if I don't know.
But you see how it's
Yeah.
that's what gouache does, so it'll essentially cover
Okay.
every your life's regrets, I guess. Okay. Added too much water to the cheeks, so now I am going to just dilute it. Alright, that's good. And then I'll do the other little blushy thing. And then I'll dilute it with some more water. It's too much water. I don't know what's going on. Maybe because I'm using a watercolor brush that has water in it already. That's my fault. Okay, I kind of want to add some purple to the heart to kind of like make some shadows around where the bear's hand is. Perfect. You know what it looks like? The you know those like those candies, the heart candies?
Oh yeah, the sweet tart.
Yeah.
Sweethearts, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, your heart's coming out so good.
Thank you.
It's all 3D with the shading.
That's cute. Yeah, so just wait till the heart dries and then I think you'll be good to then add the words to it. Now I'm gonna do the nose. I'm just adding some Payne's gray to the brown that I mixed up just to darken it a little bit. Just add some red. Could probably use this as a shadow too. No. You know what? I need to color the snout first, so that'll probably be a lighter color. I saw my my old pastor at the gym today.
Oh really?
Yeah. It was nice to see him though. I haven't seen him in a while. I'm like, wait, why is he at this particular gym? But I've realized that the church is literally down a block.
Oh. Do you have any plans for Valentine's Day on Saturday?
Church.
Oh. Are you serving again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm scheduled to serve and then I'll probably be doing taking some photos that day as well. I literally forgot about Valentine's Day. I know. The day in the life of somebody who's chronically single.
Laughing through the pain. I'm sorry.
Nah, you're all good. I don't like, you know, when I kind of like am happy because I finally feel like I have purpose in something to where I'm chilling like a villain. I'm okay either way, you know?
Yeah.
Because whether you're single or not, God still has a plan and a purpose for you. You know?
You know, it's not like your worth gets like increases just because you're
right.
somebody.
And I feel like a lot of like society and especially a lot of just like conservative Christian circles, like, you know, I think family is a beautiful thing and it's a good thing and marriage is an amazing thing, you know, but sometimes I think that the rhetoric behind it is that you need to be married or have this in order to like be somewhere in life in order to really experience God's full love and glory and all of this stuff. It makes you it's kind of like this implicit talk that if you're not married or paired up with someone, then you're a half of a person. And yeah, that's furthest from the truth. Like,
absolutely.
God can use you in however way, whichever way. And if he is still purposing you to be single, it's for a reason. He's gonna use you to glorify him in some magnificent ways. And I'm happy, you know, in this case, to not have the added, you know, pressure or weight of being in a relationship, at least right now.
Yeah.
You know, as I'm starting different ventures and exploring, you know, different ways that I could use my talents. And, you know, when I was thinking about relationships and just like thinking about I need to get married and I need to like basically settle down with the first person that I'm interested in and all of this stuff, you know, I realized that that's not the case, and that I like there's a lot more to life.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree.
Yeah. So whether you're single, whether you're married, God is going to use you. And it's never to diminish anyone's desire to be married too, because I think that that's a godly desire to have. You know. But it's when that desire becomes an idol, then that's when it ends up causing a lot of issues and problems. And
yeah. I like what Pastor had said weeks ago. He was talking about relationships and stuff, and something he said reminded me of like a past relationship. He was talking about like you can't. He said it really good, but I don't know if I can remember. But
wait, when he was the talk where he was talking about relationships.
Yeah, and he was saying like you can't put your everything in to depend on a person to fix you or something like that, because they're ultimately God's the only one who can do that. So if you put that on them, you're gonna end up disappointed and also draining your life out.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
like no one person is meant to fill or I guess fill every box or every hole that you need to fill. You know what I mean?
Right.
And yeah, I completely agree with him. Only God can do that. Because he is the creator. Yeah. He is the Alpha and the Omega, and you know, he wants us to depend on him first and foremost. For good reason. But
absolutely,
I've seen it a lot where relationships end up getting weighed down because, you know, you think that you have your spouse there and he or she is there to complete you, and so all your other relationships fall by the wayside, and you're expecting your spouse to meet these
unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, you know, that you can't even meet at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, I completely agree. That message was, like, super timely. Super, super timely. That had me even thinking, I'm like, oh, this is exactly what I would, like, you know, just certain things that I would ask a future spouse before we ever get married, especially kind of like what they think about mental health too, because it's like, are they the type of people that are opposed to like going to therapy? Because to me that's a red flag. Yeah, you know, like if we're having problems, you know, I would want to go if it's needed, and if we're not seeing eye to eye, I would love to see a marriage counselor or some type of counselor to help us work through it. Are you accountable for your actions? Am I accountable for my actions? You know? Yeah. Do we truly hold to the desire or to the vow of death do us part? Right. Or the moment I gain like 10 pounds, you want to say deuces, like, you know, right? Like little things like that kind of like had me thinking, like, you know, marriage is an important thing. It's definitely a sacred bond. And it's something that God takes seriously, so we should take seriously.
Yeah.
And at least for me, I'm just like, I don't want to be a divorcee. I mean, sure, you never know what could happen, you know? Sometimes relationships could look perfect on the surface, but then all of a sudden something happens and people get triggered and they don't deal with issues right, and so they want to separate. And so I can't really protect against myself with that, because you really just never know. But at the same time, I think that, you know, there could be some precautions as to how, you know, you both communicate and how, you know, you handle conflict. I think that those are like the two biggest things. But yeah, I don't like, my idea is to not have a divorce. And so
absolutely. I think that's always the goal.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know, Lord, just pick my partner.
Well, that's the other important part, is prayer.
Yeah.
Like, being in prayer so that you can like hear God's guidance, and you can shut the doors when they need to be shut, or open them when they need to be open.
Amen. And being okay for them to be shut, because it's been times in the past where I wasn't okay with them being shut. And I felt like there was something wrong with me that they were shut. But then hindsight being 20/20, as it always is, you kind of realize, oh, like, those doors needed to be shut because that person really wasn't good for me.
Yeah, no.
And you may have not been good for that person, you know?
Yeah.
So
it's like, thank you, Jesus, for the doors you've shut.
Right, amen.
Bullets dodged.
Amen. Like Neo in the Matrix.
But even if you find yourself in that situation, God can redeem.
Amen. He really can. 100 and 1,010%. Okay.
I'm just like,
yours is so cute.
Hearts.
Please put that on your refrigerator, please.
Oh my goodness. You're too nice.
It's cute. I like it. Sure, mine's look normal, but like, I like yours is so colorful.
Yours looks
cute.
like I want to reach in and grab him and squish him and pet him with his fuzzy fur.
I swear though, I was watching a whole bunch of AI related videos and stuff, and I kind of came to a thought that I don't know, is AI truly a love your neighbor kind of thing? The reason why I asked is that a lot of people, especially people that want to be more efficient at what they do. Now, granted, I agree with it if, you allow it to do its, boring tasks, create the emails, I'm doing, my employee reviews, so I've been using Copilot to, come up with, corporate jargon stuff for my review because I don't have the brain capacity to come up with the good things that I've done. But I'm thinking more along the lines of the creative endeavors, or the endeavors that people actually went to school for. You have your coders and things like that, where people thoroughly enjoy the process of problem solving, which is every kind of creative endeavor there is, and just creating what comes from the soul. But then if you have AI replacing that because you want to save money and you want to be more efficient and pushing out a product,
Yeah.
isn't it taking away from the joy someone else would have that would love to do what you're having a computer do?
I mean, yeah.
You know? And I was thinking about it because my one of my good friends from work who's been helping me with my like Canva flyers and been creating Canva flyers for me for my photography. I was thinking, I'm like, this is one of those things that, sure, I can get AI to do it. I could download Claude. I could tell them, hey, come up with a Canva flyer. I have these pictures that I'm going to upload to a folder. You know, come up with a good flyer to, you know, for my pricing for photography.
Mm-hmm.
And it could come up with something probably faster than anything in the world. But my friend thoroughly enjoys doing these flyers. She loves the design element of it.
Right.
And so I'm like, you know what? I think it is a love your neighbor kind of thing to say, you know what? Instead of my own selfishness and my own need to want things at the quickness of a McDonald's order.
Yeah.
To allow someone else to have the joy and delight of doing that thing.
Yeah.
You know?
That is a definite love, like, taking time to love your neighbor and not do the shortcut.
Yeah.
When you could.
Yeah.
It's tough, though, because I feel like it's hard to get, like, a big mass of people to agree on that. And
yeah. Because people are always going to want to vie for efficiency.
Yeah.
And I'm literally the same way. I'm very independent. Like, if I could do something myself, I would. Or if I could ask the robot to do it, then I would ask the robot to do it. But I kind of, like, had that thought, and I don't know if it was, like, from the Holy Spirit or what have you, just the other day, of, the reason, like, God has made us for relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his command for us, especially in the garden, was to work the field. Be fruitful, multiply, work the field. Like, that was man's first job. He's created man to work, and man will forever want to work.
Yeah.
You know? So I think we've kind of, like, with robots, is trying to make machine into man's image, but then also kind of undo in the most secular way what the fall was, you know, because now we technically have knowledge at our fingertips. This machine can create things super fast.
It takes the sweat and labor out of the things.
Exactly. Even with the Tower of Babel, when God divided the languages, look at how fast, like, I can go on a website in Icelandic, pure Icelandic. Google will then automatically translate that website into English.
Wow.
I don't have to sit there and decode anything. So it's almost like I'm seeing this undoing of a lot of the Genesis limitations that God has put on us, you know?
I never saw it like that, but that's a good point.
Yeah, it's fascinating. And I'm not even complaining about the language thing, because I think that it's awesome.
Right, like there's some ways in which it's great, and then other ways in which it's destroying livelihoods.
Yeah, that's true. And then too, with AI, although it's an amazing technology, it's also destroying the planet.
Yeah, that too. Oh my gosh.
It's like it's doing the most. So I don't know. It's like, it's definitely, I think that it's something that will reflect the mindset of each of its creators, you know? So if it's not done with, to me, a moral Christian worldview of right and wrong, then sure, we can have issues, you know?
Yeah.
And I think we're already kind of seeing it with the AI psychosis and all of that stuff. But,
wait, what's that?
I don't know if you heard of this, like, I forgot this lady who was, like, in love with her therapist. And this was all on,
I did hear about that.
it was on TikTok. And I couldn't listen to her after a while because I'm like, what is she, like, talking about? Like, she's clearly, like, having some type of issue because there's nothing that the psychiatrist has done to indicate that he's had any romantic interest in her. But she used AI to kind of like confirm her bias.
Oh.
And it does that. And
girl, like, you know what? But yeah, it's crazy how some people have put their like all their trust in AI and ask it for, you know, advice and things.
Yeah,
and some
and
things it is helpful, but then other times it's like,
because you have to program it to be helpful. You have to program it to not be biased.
Yeah.
And to not sort of like stroke your ego.
And it's usually going to have a bias based on how you even, because the way you word things, there's going to naturally be a bias because of the way you're wording.
It's going to make you feel like you should have won the Nobel Peace Prize when you were 5.
Right.
Because it thinks that all of your ideas are like novel, they're perfect, they're great. And it kind of like strokes our sort of narcissistic ego that wants to be praised and wants to feel like we're doing something good and doing something sort of like groundbreaking. But no, it's known to kind of have these biases that skew in the favor of whatever we're thinking. It's not programmed unless you prompt it to be, to tell you, bro, you're overthinking things. You know?
And then I feel like it's could negatively impact, well, it obviously can with like, you know, not just simply going on about things. Instead, it's like your first instinct is go to ChatGPT.
Yes, that too. Like you are less apt. Now, do I think, I don't know. That's a debate. Can God use ChatGPT to kind of get a message?
He can use anything, I think.
But I mean, if it's pretty much, I think that if it's confirming a sin or confirming your own kind of like biases and not getting you to like really think or be convicted, then that's one thing. And sure, God has multiple times have used YouTube videos to really speak to me aside from his word to get a message across, but yeah, that's something that's dangerous. And
I feel like the overall impact is not great. Even though God can use anything to speak in a moment.
It almost just makes me want to be online less. You know? Because of, like, you can't even tell what's, like, real or not anymore. You know?
We'll probably have to wrap this up in, like, 15 minutes.
Okay, no worries. I'm almost done with my beer.
No problem. I'm just trying to wait for this to dry so I can write on top of it.
Yes, that's so cute. I like it.
I'm like, wait, I gotta spell honey the way that Winnie the Pooh does.
Alright, I'm almost done. I just have to color the toe beans and then...
I love the toe beans. Oh, I like how you did yours more oval to give the effect of the angle. You're learning. It really looks like a real life teddy bear.
Aww.
And then cartoon.
So cute. I'm a fan. Alright, let me color the toe beans and then I'll be done. I'll just leave the I will leave the nails white.
I have so many hearts at this point on my page.
Okay, I think for the most part, maybe I can add a little bit of outline. But other than that, I think I'm done. But this was fun. Thank you.
Yes, thanks so much for coming over and doing this.
Of course.
Yeah.
It brought me peace because I was crabby today.
You were crabby today? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hormones.
Oh, girl, I feel that. I'm about to start my period.
I'm so happy that I have like these next couple of days off.
Yeah, I was like, wait, you have off. When does that happen?
Immediately.
Was that just you just are like, I need some days off?
Yeah, I requested some time off like last month.
Nice.
Because we're supposed to be going back to New York to celebrate my my grandma's birthday.
Oh, wow. Okay. She's turning what now?
91.
Wow.
Oh, a superhero survivability strength, man.
Right?
Kind of stubbornness that I want.
20 hearts.
20 hearts?
Yes.
How cute! Okay.
Comment below that if she had a channel, you would subscribe to it. Just so we can let her know she has enough reason to start one. That's beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the kind comments.
Not that you need confirmation to start one, because I think you should just start one regardless, but...
Which one was it? This one? Oh.
Oh yeah, it'll be...
You want to hold yours up?
Oh, okay. I meant like pose like this.
Oh,
but...
huh? Oh no, waited for the next lesson where I can give you a paper lesson.
Yes! Okay, that'll be fun. We'll have to plan that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, and whatever videos I might have mentioned, I'll try to link them below in the description. And see you next time.